I had some clients this morning that I was doing a will for them, and they
Mm-hmm.
had come from New Jersey, and I said, well, what caused you to move to Central Florida? They moved down here to take care of her elderly parents.
Mm-hmm.
And as I always say, God bless you for doing that. I mean, that's a big chore and done out of love and kindness for your parents. And I said, we have a great program here called a Waiver program where we can provide up to 30 hours of free in-home care for seniors, cooking, light cleaning, shopping, bathing. OMG, you should have seen her face light up. Like, oh, that's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
And so I told them about it and gave them we have a little booklet on that, how to get free in-home care for seniors. If somebody wants that booklet, they can call the Olsen Law Group at 407-423-5561 anytime. If nobody picks up, just leave a voicemail with their name and mailing address. We'll get it to you. Or you can go through our website,
Exactly.
olsenlawgroup.com, and get that booklet. And it is what it is.
Correct. So we are happy and honored to, one, introduce you to this program that the state of Florida offers. So this exists. So here in the state of Florida, there are two programs for seniors that need help. One is you have the opportunity to apply for, you must apply, of course, for both these programs. Number one, where you can get 30 hours a week of help at home. And number two, of course, program for if you needed to go into skilled nursing. So both of those state of Florida programs, we are happy to educate you about it, give you information such as the booklets that you just mentioned, and then, of course, having a consultation, a free consultation by phone, by Zoom, or in person to discuss these with you further to determine if it's something that may be right for you and or for a family member.
My client was very excited about the prospect of this because she's here taking care of her elderly parents, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody needs some help.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, yeah, they're still doing pretty good, but my dad, he's, I can tell things are changing for him. But there's right now they're okay. And I said, okay, well, this waiver program, up to 30 hours of free in-home care for seniors, it's on a kind of a first come, first served basis. You apply now, it might be 6 months before your name comes up. So you apply now, and come 6 months from now, things may completely change, and now you're really ready. Or 6 months from now, you're not quite ready. You can say, I'm not quite ready, and you go back on the list for the next time your name comes up.
Correct. You're right, Tom, that part of the educating that we do is letting people be aware of, if they have an interest in this program, what the time frame typically is. So you're right. If somebody was applying now, for example, the way that the process works, it would be typically you're looking at probably December before that they would be approved and on the program, maybe even January. So for that reason, you're right, it's about just being educated on the time frame of whenever it is that you would want to start the process. It does take some time, and we're happy to educate, including this situation with your client. It's about that client. Your client is helping elderly parents. Okay. Usually, what happens is one of those elderly parents needs some assistance soon. Now, let's say this is giving that help at home to the one that needs to apply. And what is that doing? It means that it's not only helping that individual parent who needs it, it's really helping the spouse and, in this situation, adult child who's helping. So you're helping the helpers,
Yeah.
if you will, and the person that needs it. And this is where we educate and we give you the guidance to determine if this program is something that you feel it would be right for you and your family, because it's really about a family decision. Then from there, we help you and take the steps of what you would need to do to apply.
People may be thinking, Tom, why is the state of Florida providing up to 30 hours of free in-home care for people, because the state of Florida wants to keep them out of skilled nursing
Correct.
facilities, also
Correct.
known as nursing homes.
Mm-hmm.
It's less expensive to keep them at their home with 30 hours in-home care than it is to put them in a skilled nursing facility, also known as a nursing home, 24/7 care.
Correct. And to add to what you're saying, every state, all 50 states, have this program. 50% of the funding comes from the federal government. The 50% that is funded by each state, this is how the state of Florida can choose and say, we want to have a program to keep seniors at home. We want to have a program to have them not, or as many, to go into skilled nursing. So this is where each state, and which is why people say, wait a minute, I've not heard that before, Tom. I have not heard about this 30 hours. We just moved here from Michigan or another state. That is because each state is different in their criteria. Each state is different in the programs. So you must find out the criteria per state as to what those programs are offered and how they work. Here, there's a 30-hour program to be at home.
And so, folks, we're talking about free in-home care for seniors. Maybe you've got some elderly parents that live here in Florida and you're taking care of them. God bless you. Maybe you need a little bit of help with that. Or maybe you're living at home. You're your own senior. You need a little bit of a help to continue to live at your home. You don't want to go to assisted living or skilled nursing facility. And you want to stay at home. That's what everybody wants to do. They want to stay at home. So free in-home care for seniors, if this is of interest to you, we have a free booklet here at the Olsen Law Group called Free In-Home Care for Seniors. We'd be happy to mail that booklet out to you. By the way, when we mail booklets out to people now, they come with 2 free sweet treats, one to keep and one to share. To get your free in-home care for seniors booklet, you call the Olsen Law Group anytime, 407-423-5561. If nobody picks up, leave your name and mailing address. We'll pop that in the mail to you. Or you can order all of our booklets by title through our website, olsenlawgroup.com. And we do regular workshops on this topic as well. I don't know when our next workshop is coming up, but you can contact the Olsen Law Group and get the dates on that.